Well, it's time to talk disruption. Today, it's not going to be tech, it's going to be the financial industry. And for that, we're going to bring in Lisa Chai. She's a senior research analyst at ROBO Global. And, there's a lot of disruption going on in the financial industry, not the least of which is blockchain and the whole decentralized finance network, but also in the more traditional sense. What's going on in this space?
I think there's been just tremendous progress in adoption of artificial intelligence in the financial services industry. I think the biggest transformation we're witnessing is really in the insurance sector and the banking sector. We look at two areas of where innovation is really happening. In the enterprise sector, where companies are providing solutions on the back end. AI is really good at analyzing and extracting insightful data from tons of unstructured data. So fraud prevention and credit monitoring would fit into this bucket. On the front end, companies are offering digital wallets, touchless payment options, financial apps has really improved. So this consumer-facing solutions are using a lot of AI. We're seeing the AI is helping the user experience down to chatbots and virtual assistants that can do more than just answer basic questions. They're handling some of the really complex issues that we really require from talking to a customer service representative. So we're seeing this tremendous progress in the usability of the app. And the advancement that we're seeing is really coming from this real-time data and analysis of that to help and improve our digital experience.
Lisa, for investors that are looking to capitalize on this, are there certain companies that are leading the way?
Definitely. We look at companies in the insurance industry. I think that's an area that you should really look at. These are companies that's using AI to process insurance claims. Think about car accidents or damage to your roof of your home. Insurance companies can really use AI to detect whether you have photoshopped your photos. Lemonade is relatively a new company in the marketplace right now. They're offering insurance policies for homeowners and renters. Lemonade is leveraging AI and big data and behavior economics to offer customers insurance policies and uses AI and chatbots to process a lot of claims. They're known to break a world record in processing claims in 3 seconds using AI. We think that insurance industry is a $5 trillion industry and accounts for 11% of the GDP in the US. So that's very interesting data. So they're a relatively small company still, and definitely not a household name. But their main advantage is the fact that they're using AI, and they're using lots of AI bots, and that's becoming more intelligent every day.
I want to talk about the consumer space, specifically FICO scores. I think you touched on Fair Isaac a little bit ago, and it's important to consumers because you need a high score to get a mortgage, to get a credit card. But a lot of these systems are very old, and a lot of companies like JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs don't even use the latest versions. They might use a version that's 10 years ago. So what kind of advancements are being made in this space?
Yeah, and while companies like Fair Isaac, they've been using machine learning for many years, we are seeing that they're using much more of advanced analytics and machine learning algorithms to really help with the processing of the fraud alerts. And I think that's where we're going to see much bigger innovation going forward. You could have Joe Smith could be in Minnesota. He can't be in California at the same time. So the AI is really detecting that inconsistency. So you should be able to get a fraud alert in a matter of seconds. Also, the credit monitoring, it could actually look at every detail that you have from utility bills to your past payment records. So we've seen a ton of advancements there on the mobile payment side as well. So I think the banks are, while they were early adopters about 10 years ago, they have to really refresh to the next generation AI. And you're going to see a lot more advancements around that.
Yeah, those big banks tend to be a bit sclerotic. Lisa Chai, Senior Research Analyst at ROBO Global, thank you so much for stopping by.